Okay, welcome back. This is episode 3 of Advent number 3. What does Adriana have up her sleeve? Where is she taking us and why? And is she gonna betray us? I hope not. Glory to us, our Scotsar, or whatever it is. Episode 3, The Rabbit Hole. Somewhere in the central district. Where did we hide our contraband again? In the air vent. Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna hope that was the right choice. Pia slammed her fist against the polished wooden panel. Her gaze swept over the cramped truck as she scowled with barely contained fury. Who is Adriana working with? What was the name? The Colonel? Zane? Because there was the question over how no one had arrested her despite her criticism of the government, and Zane seemed like a high-ranking official. Okay, I don't see the problem then. Pia let out a bitter chuckle only to frown again. But this wasn't the deal. What was the deal? There was no agreement in principle. It was just get you out of their way. Didn't say how, so I don't think she's breaking any deal. Although I am completely at Adriana's mercy. Hey, there are worse places to be in, worse situations to be in. I don't mind. Pia was furious. Pia needs to calm down, is my thought process. Had it all been some kind of calculated scheme from the start, or was she just making things up as she went? Okay, what does Sander know about me? The smuggling, is that it? Is there anything else? With Adriana, she had walked right into the trap herself, and now she was angry at herself and at the journalist for not warning her. Oh, how fancy. Look at how nice this place is. What the heck? You'd never imagine that this was in the same vicinity as the ruins we were just in. And look at the streetlights too, how futuristic. The cars are all... there's a term for this. It's like retro-futuristic, kind of? That's cool. Let's respond calmly. We've been banging on banging and banging, but let's just pretend we have everything under control, everything's all calm. Just perfect. Aside from the fact that I have no idea where we're going. Oh, just hang in there a little longer. You'll see soon enough. Are you taking me back to your penthouse to be your personal plaything? Again, there are worse fates than that, so... Oh no, that's not gonna fly. Yeah, I do have more resolve than cunning. I should have been more cunning, honestly, but... whatever. Take it easy, lady. Adriana let out a soft laugh. How about you calm down a little, yeah? We're driving down a street where the Chancellor's motorcade is about to pass through. Why? Oh, I double tapped. I didn't even see what she said. Pia trailed off, wary of saying too much, but Adriana caught on immediately. The Chancellor will definitely respond to what happened. Even though the wall held, this is the most severe damage it's taken in the last 20 years. Also, rank 3 Hades has never been encountered before. So what is going on? What's the plot here? Adriana shrugged. What matters is that every vehicle that enters this district is being checked by the Chancellor's personal guard. I'm sure you can imagine what will happen if they spot a woman from the 1st district sitting in the passenger seat. Yep. Pia let her head fall back, knocking it lightly against the floor. Then she glanced at Adriana and asked wearily, "Mind explaining what the hell I'm even doing in the Central District? Yeah, what do you want from me? If you want the interview, you could always catch me at another time." At least show me her sprite. We already know what she looks like. I want to see her pretty face. I figured the best option for you would be to lie low for a while. Especially since I have to leave for a bit. You're gonna leave me in your trunk? That's... Huh? I don't think that's a good idea, personally. You'll find out soon enough. Just be patient. I'm not really vibing with this mystery. All right, if you say so. I'm in no position to argue, really. What good is being stubborn gonna do for us? +1 cunning. Here we go. I think that means we're more on the cunning path now, which is what I wanted. Like I have a choice, right? Fine. What? We're going to my place. I knew it. You want to keep me as a pet. Goddamn. Adriana pressed her lips together. I mean, you did promise me an honest interview. Yeah, I can be a lot more honest than just through an interview. I can show you exactly and give you exactly what you need. There you go. I'll be heading back to Sector 162. I need to finish my report on the Hades attack. But this way you'll have time to rest and pull yourself together. Very kind of you. I don't think you should trust me though, but okay. Once I'm back, we'll talk. Deal? Deal. But, diamond choice. Obviously going for that. I don't quite understand why you're doing all this. Do you really have that much of a crush on me? Just from seeing me once? In a shelter? Or do you know who I am? Cheerful and lighthearted. Call it professional instinct. Yeah, you know I'm the main character, don't you? The moment I saw you, I knew this had the makings of a damn good story. Love at first sight, huh? Pia offered her a faint smile, though she had no intention of revealing anything. Huh, I don't know. I think Adriana could convince me. I'm the most famous journalist in ARC for a reason, aren't I? Adriana caught Pia's gaze in the rearview mirror and winked. Then Adriana reached out and closed the hatch. She said, "All right, we're pulling up. Stay quiet." "Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say." I'm more than happy to oblige. For a brief moment, Pia imagined what would happen if they found her. Her heart skipped. And at that moment, she realized that the road was completely blocked by a full-scale checkpoint swarming with guards. How are we going to get ourselves out of this situation? I don't think we are. Then Adriana said warmly, "Good afternoon, officer." Step out of the vehicle, please. Uh-oh. Is there going to be a diamond choice? What could the diamond choice in this situation possibly be? It's like... cause a I don't see any way out of this. Unless we can compel the journalist to do something through the power of diamonds. Alright, the best thing I can do right now is focus on their conversation. Okay, that's the diamond choice, huh? Pay attention or don't. The young woman closed her eyes. She focused on all her attention on listening, and her mind instantly painted a vivid picture of everything that was happening outside. And they're going to show us? Nice. A slightly nervous Adriana, who kept glancing at the trunk of her car. She should know better than that, surely. Beside her stood a guard in a black uniform. Please present your citizen ID and entry permit. Playfully? No, I don't think the playful act will work, to be honest, because if you I think you do confident. There's a time and place to flirt. This isn't it. Miss Keyword, what is the purpose of your visit? I live here. Yeah, I was gonna say. Do they know? They don't. Just calm down. Are you traveling alone? Is there anyone else in the vehicle? Imagine if we just say, yep, I have a... I've got a woman stuffed in the trunk. That's gonna end well, huh? I'm alone, obviously. She didn't so much as glance toward the trunk. Uh-oh. Yes, of course. Okay. So what's with the security checkpoint? Just heightened security measures. Why? Don't ask questions. Just nod, agree, and just leave as soon as possible. Why is she engaging in conversation? Are you keeping track of his movements? I'm a journalist. She flashed him a disarming smile. Let's hope it works. Okay, now just shut up, stop talking, get your documents, and go. According to your permit, you are exempt from inspection. Safe travels. That's good. How does Adriana have these connections, though? I doubt they just have that much freedom of press, right? Everything's all good. Let's keep going. Okay. Wow, this is swanky. Look at your place. I could make myself very comfortable here. The moment Pia stepped into the apartment, she froze in astonishment at the entrance. Yeah. Wow, this is beautiful. I like a lot more than just your place, let me tell you that. Definitely, yeah, not bad. Should we try and play coy? Let's be honest. She likes honesty, she said, so let's say definitely. The music is so classy too. Fine leather, crystal, polished metal, and lacquered wood blended together in striking yet harmonious designs. And as Pia took it all in, she simply couldn't believe her eyes. She had never been inside the commandant's house, and for another, she was absolutely certain that it didn't compare to this, right? There's no way his place even comes close to this. Pia smirked vindictively without realizing it. In the shelter? I thought I hid it in the air vent of the car. Did I hide? No, I was in the car when I chose to hide it, right? What shelter? I'm pretty sure I was already in the trunk. And it was like, hide it in the air. Although I guess a trunk doesn't have an air vent. So I hid the stimulants in the shelter? Is that what I did? Uh-oh. Make yourself at home with pleasure. What if someone comes? Yeah, are you expecting any guests or? Huh. Okay, if you say so. Sleep wherever you like. Yep, master bed it is then. Damn. Damn. I'm a serious woman, you know? I don't know. We'll see about that. I'm sure you are. I am definitely not a serious woman. Relax, I'm joking. Just joking. Alright, see you tomorrow. You're not coming back tonight? It's an overnight trip? Don't freak out when Apollo wakes up. Is that your dog? He's completely harmless. It's gotta be a dog. And don't scare him either. He's hard of hearing. Yeah, okay. She smacked her palm against the sleep. Why? Just calm down, relax. Somewhere in the middle of Central District, I'm alone in a stranger's home. I hope that's her pet, her handsome brother. No, thank you. Preferably a hamster. Yeah, I guess a hamster would be cool. I wonder if keeping pets is even allowed in the Central District. Better to find this Apollo before he finds me. I would say better to shower first, but okay. We have free reign of the place. She's just said don't sleep in my bedroom and that's it. She didn't even say don't go in my bedroom so I can explore. Might as well look for it myself. I don't even know what the other option is. Adriana did say make yourself at home. She let out a small huff and began to wander through the rooms. It's a dog? Or a cat, even? Aw, that's cute. Damn, it's like I've stepped into another world. I wonder if the people in the Central District ever stop to think about what life is like for us in the first. Probably not. Okay, it's time to shower, and it's time to maybe steal some of Adriana's clothes, and it's time to eat, and it's time to sleep. So let's get to it. What's life like in the metropolis? There's an even more extravagant place than this? Really? This isn't right? Let's destroy... We're anti-disestablishmentarianism. Plus 1 renunciation. Did we get a renunciation point in chapter 1? I forgot. What was the alternative? Like the greater good or renunciation? Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be like this. No one should have to struggle just so others can live in comfort. Hey, welcome to 2025, let alone 2125. Alright, pal. I think it's about time. Why? Why are you waking up the dog? Search the kitchen for treats, I guess. So we can... Yeah, we just wake him up and then he's gonna be pissed off. +1 awakening. I still don't know what that means, but okay. Imagine if I give the dog something it's allergic to and he dies. Leftover steak, dang. I could use a meal first before we feed the dog. Apollo immediately began to sniff the air. I have a peace offering. Don't worry. But within minutes he was happily nestled in Pia's arms, clearly convinced that she was his new best friend. Yeah, just like you, I'm gonna be Adriana's pet. Okay, let's move on. You befriended Apollo, look at us. Pia finally headed for the shower. For a brief moment, she even caught herself thinking that it all felt like a bad dream. But as soon as she remembered the collapsed wall, the towering cloud of dust, and the monstrous bulk of the Hades, she admitted with regret. It was all real. We saved Nika, and we also saved Carl, was his name? The maintenance worker, or whatever he was? Oh yeah, we just left the girl by herself at the shelter. Completely forgot about that. In our panic and in our rush to escape from the Sixth Order, we're just like, yep, see ya, girl. Never, whatever, bye. We didn't even say bye to her. Poor Nika. I slept the whole night, huh? Good morning, lovely. Oh, I see you two are getting along. Yeah, me and Apollo, 2 peas in a pod. Oh, I just slept in my bathrobes? Nice. I don't drink coffee, thank you. You can have it. You received... Do we need a graphic for this? Why? Things in Sector 162 aren't as bad as they first seemed, really? Yeah, where did the worm thing go off to? Because it just fled. The level 3 or class 3 Hades. But now I'm completely free, so we can finally talk. Okay, you're gonna do the interview like this? Don't you want me to get decent first? Change into a nice pair of clothes. What a place to live, eh? Who knew journalism would pay so well in 2125? Humanity, having lost the war to the Colossi, seemed to be opposing them by sheer scale in the architecture of the central district, as if pitting its monumental buildings against the giants, reaching for the distant, carefree past, and so each building was more majestic than the last. Ooh, there's even a high-speed train going by. Fantastic, this is nice. This is an entirely different world. Although she had visited the Central District many times before, she had never seen it like this. For the first time, she truly grasped its sheer scale. Never had she understood so clearly how different it was from the world she knew beyond the second wall. People from different districts will never truly understand each other. Oh, these are my internal thoughts. This is my internal monologue. I was like, careful, Adriana's gonna quote you on some of this stuff. I'm not even sure if the locals here are aware of yesterday's attacks. Yeah, the guard didn't seem fussed by that at all. Ask about Apollo. Yeah. He's just old, I'm guessing. Family dog? I found him in the Central District during my very first report, right after I graduated from university 7 years ago. So how old are you when you graduate from university? 22? 7 years, so you're 29, is that it? Roughly? A deep breach several miles wide. The air defenses failed. So many casualties, panic everywhere. Where are my family? Do I have family? Are they all dead? Your cameraman, Rhodey, right? The guy who... Oh, not Rhodey, Fred. Okay. Who's Fred? And the poor thing had been concussed by a nearby explosion. It took a long time to nurse him back to health, but now he's doing just fine. Am I just gonna keep wearing these clothes? Can I at least take the towel off my head? You know, you seemed completely different to me on screen. Not that you seem careless now or anything, but you're really hot in person. Getting to know Apollo? And looking at you now, I don't see the on-screen celebrity. I see a real living person. Very real. How real? Want to give me a demonstration? Oh, we're blushing. Look at us. Cheers to getting acquainted, and here's to getting to know each other much more intimately in the very near future. Oh, look at that sprite. If only we could be wearing proper clothes at some point. This would have been a much better sprite if we had even the clothes we were wearing yesterday. But oh well. Pia let out a small chuckle and smiled. Okay, let's spill the beans. Let's tell her everything. Okay. Yesterday I didn't want to run into the police because I'm involved in smuggling. You're actually telling her? Wait, I was kind of joking. I thought it would give me the choice and I could debate it a bit more. You're just telling her outright? Why? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello? Self-preservation? Listen, Adriana's cool, she's nice, but we just met her. I wouldn't divulge all the secrets now. Why are you telling her that she's harboring a fugitive? This is not good. It's because I'm Path of Cunning, huh? Okay, I don't see how that's very cunning of us to be doing this, but okay. Adriana probably has connections in all kinds of places. She could easily verify my story, I suppose. That's why I wanted to slip away yesterday. I guess Adriana does value honesty as well, so maybe we'll score some points with her. Your instincts were right. Are you gonna, like, get Sander in trouble or what? Theft flourishing under the government's Golden Fleece program. Also, I should stress that Maria probably, maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but Maria probably doesn't have anything to do with this, so. And fervently proposed. Marriage, hopefully. How about another deal, Pia? You help me untangle this mess. We'll get proof, witnesses, and I'll make sure you walk away clean. Okay, you're not the police, so I don't know what authority you have, but okay. Deal. Pia was about to protest. Meanwhile, I'm just here like, yep, okay. If things are as you say, it'll be easy to paint you as a victim of circumstance. Especially since, from what I've gathered, your Sander knows how to apply pressure. He's also really freaking hot. So if you run into Sander, I wouldn't be surprised if he managed to charm you, because he is very attractive. No offense, but he's more attractive than you, so. Also, hold on. I can't open my wardrobe. I want to change my outfit right now, but it's not letting me. Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Even though the journalist now reminded her of some unpleasant things. Pia had no intention of turning down her only real chance of escaping the trap she'd fallen into. Path of renunciation. Yeah, we did. That's a rebellion, basically. So, and against the greater good, necessarily. So, okay. Then we have a deal. Let's do it. A wide, almost predatory smile spread across Adriana's face. Yeah, I'm gonna pay diamonds for an outfit, sure. We'll hit the salon. Do I unlock new hairstyles? Because we only had 3 hairstyles to choose from when creating our character. Okay. I'd rather keep a low profile, to be honest, but sure. So I'm just gonna live with you? Wow, what great circumstances have befallen us. Speaking of which, how exactly am I supposed to go outside? With me, of course, right now. Let's hold hands, yeah. Sure. The Chancellor has already left the sector, so the only way you're getting back in the trunk is if you really enjoyed it. Hey, I mean, maybe the 2 of us could fit in there and get up to a little fun, but aside from that, no more trunk time for Pia. Oh, we're at a boutique. Miss Keyword, what a pleasure it is to see you. A glass of champagne? This is where you shop? This is the life you live? We already had coffee. Tea, yep. Tea with mint, thank you very much. We've just received a fresh shipment straight from the Expanse. That's where we're from. We're from Expanse. We're an athletic Expanse woman. It arrived last week. Is there any dialogue choice where I could say, hey, I'm from the Expanse? Does it track that, or does it not care about our origin? Anna. Is this another love interest? Depends on if we get a splash screen with Anna or not. Or if we even get to see Anna's sprite. Maybe we don't? I understand perfectly. Yeah, who am I? Harold tilted his head gracefully and pressed his hands to his chest in a humble gesture. Of your most enchanting companion. If it's not it's a secret. Wait, why is our hair black? Is it the lighting? We had auburn hair. Why is it suddenly black? Why did our hair color change? Anyway, it's a secret. What's her name? Not Pia. Adriana does like honesty, but this is not Adriana we're dealing with. +1 cunning, there we go. Don't take it personally. I don't think Adriana... Oh, don't tell him my last name. Why would he do that? Everything. Okay. I'm Adriana's girl toy. I was gonna say boy toy. Girl toy isn't a thing, I don't think. Kitten? Is that the equivalent of boy toy? I'm not up to speed with my terminology of this sort of thing. It all started with a soothing massage and an aromatic bath during which Pia dozed off more than once. Marcello. Well, we do have new hairstyles. Okay, good. I mean, I do like the bob, to be honest, but... What is this? Reserved elegance? That's the name of this hairstyle? Luxurious black. Luxurious curls. I'm not so fond of the long hair, to be totally honest. Graceful beauty. Honestly, this is nice. Why would I pay diamonds for this or this when I can get this hairstyle? I guess the first one is nicer. I honestly would prefer to keep the hairstyle I already have, but if we're going incognito or undercover, maybe we do this. Should we stay auburn? Or should we just go chestnut? Sure, let's go, or dirty blonde, or just black. Honestly, the black suits us, even though that's quote-unquote the default. I do like black, so that's our new hairstyle. Continue. Stunning. The makeup artist, okay. So we get to pay for makeup, nude makeup. Defined eyes, striking lips, no makeup. Ooh, I don't know. What is the difference between this and this? I honestly... Okay, I can see... Yeah, there's eyeliner and defined eyes. Let's go for that then. Defined eyes, sure. We look like a real runway model now. And this is a story about colossi and gorgons and demons. Continue. I look like a real femme fatale. Yeah, you do. Okay, here's the big one. This is the outfit. Oh, boss lady. Girl boss. Hashtag girl boss. That's really nice. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, this is striking. Charm and beauty is a free choice, so it's not as good. Honestly, both of these are really cool. I think I like the Elegant Knight one more. I just like arm sleeves that lead into gloves. Like, this is cool, what I have going on my arms. Let's choose this, Elegant Knight. The hair is nice, but honestly, none of the 3 hairstyles were that good. I think that's the only drawback. If I can change my hairstyle, I will. In this dress, I'll have all eyes on me. The perfect accessory. It's a full-on makeover. Okay, and a pendant. Looks hella expensive. A headband. But the headband's around my neck? Why? A luxurious necklace or no accessories. This one, I guess? I don't know what I thought a headband would go on your head. But it looks cool. So yeah. Continue. I'm a whole different person now. By the time the 2 women left the boutique, night had fallen. Pia felt as though everything that had happened was nothing more than a beautiful dream. A timeless fairy tale in which she was a heroine tumbling down a rabbit hole. And the only thing she wanted was for the dream to never end. But at the same time, she despised the... Oh yeah, that's right. We want to dismantle the system, but we've completely lost ourselves in the system. Maybe I should change to the other path. The path of, oh well, we can sacrifice a few for the greater good. Because this was very nice. I enjoyed this. It shouldn't be like this. It just shouldn't. We say, but we're completely slaying. Wow. And we're at a fancy restaurant too. My goodness. We're sticking out like a sore thumb here. Pia immediately drew every eye in the room. But here she was reminded once again that the residents of the Central District had no interest in what was happening at the outer wall. Is Zane gonna be here? Oh wow, I'm stunning. Look at that. I'm dressed to I'm dressed to kill. You didn't get a makeover, Adriana? You're not gonna change your clothes? I mean, you look good, but I'm just saying, you could have spent... That's basically calling you ugly. It's not my intention. Afraid that their comfortable lives might come to an end. Look closer, Pia. Really look at their faces. So take another look, Pia, and you'll see that behind the laughter there's fear. It's not that they don't care about what happened in 162. No, they're terrified that it could happen here. So terrified that they'd rather pretend nothing happened at all. So they're fools. But isn't that foolish, I guess? But unlike the hardened survivors of the first district, these people have something to lose. Okay, you're just saying I have nothing to lose? I see how it is. Indulge yourself with pleasure. I'm gonna order the most expensive item on the menu. For the rest of the evening, Pia took Adriana's advice and did her best to ignore the hushed conversations around her. Instead, she focused on enjoying the exquisite food. She was fully aware that this might be the first and last time she would ever taste something like this. But everything changed when a heavy-set, loudly breathing man behind her suddenly spoke after flipping through some papers non-stop for a while. Colonel Carver. That's Zane. Zane Carver. He's here. My goodness. I called it. Hopefully he doesn't recognize me. I mean, with my makeover, he probably won't. I changed my hair and my hair color, and he also only met me once. And he's probably met thousands of people on a daily basis, so... fingers crossed. The next choice will allow you to slightly alter the character's appearance. Okay. Clean oh, it's just whether he has a facial hair or not. Okay, you can keep your facial hair. Doesn't really bother me. Calm down. Relax, breathe. For my daughter, Amalia. How young is Amalia? You look like you're in your 50s or 60s, so your daughter is probably 30? Maybe? I guess they're not showing Amalia's sprite. She's not important. External reconnaissance primarily conducts expeditions beyond the wall into the outer lands. There we search for any surviving records, anything from past eras, including pre-war times, to help us answer a crucial question: the origin of the Colossi. Interesting. Knowledge is the first step to understanding how to defeat them. Okay, is that it? Is that the end? That was such a long chapter. So much has happened this chapter. It's not the end of the chapter. We're still going. Hold on. I have an appointment. I need to go. What the hell do I do now? Just keep a low profile. I make myself invisible, obviously. Pia forced herself to stay calm. She focused on her dessert and hoped that Adriana wouldn't know. Adriana's probably noticed immediately, so... Colonel. Okay, why does this guy have a sprite? Who is this? Rex Waters. Looks like Leon Kennedy. Oh, look at him in uniform. That's cool. Colonel Carver switched on the flashlight mounted to his rifle. "20 explosive rounds and 1 grenade. Not much to work with." Things rarely go as planned in the wildlands. What matters is that no one got hurt. Zane raised his rifle and moved deeper into the bunker. Trying to force or even blast the doors open was pointless. Which meant that if he wanted to see daylight again, there was only one option left: fight. Right? Okay. Am I determining your choices here? Slow and careful, right? That has to be the way we do this. Each time Zane froze in place and waited out the danger. He only moved again once they had wandered off far enough. His team's definitely left him behind, no? Throw your grenade? Use the grenade, right? I think that's the right option. Yeah. Oh my god, that's it. For some reason I assumed it would have fur. It's just a bag of skin. What the hell? This is yuck. You keep it in the shadows. I don't need to see this sprite. I don't want it. I don't like that. That was a bad idea. I mean, you don't really have that many bullets left, though. Staggering like a drunk, Zane barely managed to push himself up onto his feet. Okay, at least we killed it. But now they're attracted to the noise, surely. Although even if you had shot, they would have been attracted to the noise, so it's fine. It's okay, we know this guy is still alive, so there's no suspense here. The team is still around? Nice. Thanks for waiting, Rex. Pia was completely absorbed in the Colonel's story and didn't respond right away. Yeah, let's go. Don't leave me alone here. I'll come with you, please. Please let me go with you. And I'm not even saying that for naughty reasons. I just don't want to be left here by myself. Yeah, I just missed you so much. Read the room, Adriana. No! I mean, I did suspect that you had some connection to this guy. But why would you... Yeah, exactly. Why would you make yourself known? Come on. My god, we're still going? How long is this? I'm happy that we're getting a lot of content, but this is such a long episode. My goodness. Wow. This is LeBron James? Boo. I didn't run. I sat in a trunk and got escorted away. Okay, good. As long as they think I'm dead, that's fine by me. And they haven't found the shipment that I left in the air vent, huh? Okay. What next? Are we gonna get a scene with the scientist, Maria? She hasn't shown up in a while. And I'm far from convinced that she's lying under a pile of bricks along with my product. One more thing, LeBron. Bring me her friend, that Martin guy. I'd like to have a chat with him. Martin, I looked back, he didn't have a full splash screen when we met him, so he's probably not a love interest. In fact, I suspect he's probably gonna rat us out. Losing a shipment of stimulants was a serious setback. It wasn't just the money that was at risk. It threatened Sanders' reputation. But to his surprise, Sander found that the woman's possible death troubled him far more than any potential issues with his business partners. He likes me. My feisty little Miss Rain. I don't like your personality. Your looks, I can overlook a lot because you have good looks, but I don't know how much I like that personality. Okay, how was that? That was 5 because it felt like it went on for 5 hours. Not in a bad way, but that was such a long episode. Wow. Let's look through this. I have to go. I'm actually running late now because of how long this took. I thought it would be like 30-40 minutes, but wow, that ran on for a while, huh? We are more cunning, and that's good, and that's that. I am enjoying it. I'll rate it some other time. That's episode 3 of Advent number 3. Next time, we're on to episode 4. Really intriguing so far. Lots of value for our buck, if you can say that. Lots of content to explore. I'm really enjoying this so far. Let's see what the future holds. Although, actually, hold on. I am looking at this. I know I have to go, but I see Zane. I see Maria. And I see Sander. But who is this woman? That's not Adriana, unless she gets a makeover. So is Adriana not in the cup? Does Adriana become the Hulkling or the Titan or the Colossus we see in the background? Or did they just not have space for 5 characters on the poster? Who knows? We'll find out maybe next time, maybe never. That's it. Gotta go. Bye. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.